What is the best example of just because you can doesn't mean you should? Blindly trusting traffic laws as a pedestrian. Yes, if you get hit it's the driver's fault. But all it takes is for one driver not paying attention to potentially end your life. You may have been right, but you're still dead is my dad's saying for this situation. Posting on social media that you're going on vacation. A high school friend of mine did that a couple of years ago. Multiple posts on Facebook announcing she and her husband were going to Bermuda for 2 weeks. They came home to a burgled house. There was actually an infamous story about this a while back. A couple of parents were taking a school to court over something I don't remember. It had something to do with their son. Well, the school was going to settle out of court for about $80,000 as long as the family signed a NDA about the outcome of the court case or any, if the events related to it. To a week later, they were planning to go on vacation with the money. But they made the oopsie of telling their kids, and the oldest child, a girl at the age of like 17 or 18, decided to blab on Facebook about how her former school was going to pay for their vacation. Well, the school saw the tweet, forwarded to the lawyers, and suddenly the family isn't getting a dime. Just a link to the story for anybody wanting a verification. I misremembered a couple details. Was half asleep when I wrote this. I would throw that whole kid in the garbage. I swear there was maybe only 5 years between don't tell people online anything about yourself, it's dangerous to you, don't have a mispus. Why don't you want to post a public webpage with all of your personal information, photos, and close family friends that anyone can access? What a loser. YouTube switched from never use your real name to we're just going to attach your account to your real name really quick. Bank loans and credit cards, just because you're approved doesn't mean you can afford it. Credit cards are a gray area. For some people they're a bad idea because they'll keep accruing interest. If you're good at keeping up with paying them in full, you won't have a problem with them. Me, contemplating buying an axe this weekend so I can do some axe throwing in my backyard. Why? Because I can. You can get decent throwing hatchets for less than $50. Can you get them at Home Depot? Can I just use a regular hatchet? Unfortunately, delivery is out of the question for me at the moment, so gotta find one local. I just imagine getting a call from my brother, and it made my stomach drop. Hey, I bought a new axe. Oh, that's cool. Gonna go chop wood for a fire? Nope. I'm gonna throw it. Depends how good of a shot he is. Hey, you know how you haven't seen your dog all day? That device allowing an Amazon carrier to unlock and open the front door of your house to deliver packages. Either one of the self-professed genius tech bros in Silicon Valley didn't think this through, or they're incredibly naive about how easily something like that could be abused. The dog walking company I work for uses this for when the owners aren't home. Not even a one-time code. It's the same code for every walker, unless the pet parents changes it. It's mind-boggling to me that so many people are super cool letting strangers with nice profiles into their homes. I could have taken stuff so many times. Never would, but sometimes I can't help but notice. On the flip side, in the back of my mind I worry that an owner could claim I damaged or stole something, and I get in trouble since it'd be hard to prove I didn't. Drunk calling your ex. Or your boss. Or my mom. Please stop, Derek. Still got the wind chimes? Time for a reboot. Name your kid idiotic names. I have a member of my extended family with 2 kids. The first kid, Connor, was allowed to name the second kid with no restrictions and named him Zipline. So there is a 4-year-old kid in my family tree named Zipline. Your cousin, or whoever. Fucking moron for letting a kid pick the name of their other child. That must be an entertaining reunion. Like I said above, I know a girl that did the same thing. Daughtер number 2 is named Magumbi because of it. Bullying is a big one. I tried to bully a person once, but they just laughed. Apparently I am not a convincing bully. That's how I found out the bullying career is not for me. Competition was too tough at my school. In the end, I finished at victim side of things and required professional assistance of the teacher in order to enforce anti-bullying regulations. Ick how you feel, in school people will do anything to look cool. Eating the whole damn pint of ice cream. My lactose intolerance says no, but my everything else says yes. Fun fact 1. If you're lactose intolerant, you can't digest some of the sugar in ice cream, so if you only look at it from the calories point of view, you can have more ice cream than people that aren't lactose intolerant. Fun fact 2. If you're lactose intolerant, you are definitely not only looking at it from the calories point of view. Those are fun facts. Hard toilet paper. Yeah, tell that to all my neighbors who have so much freaking TP that they are arranging TP roll hunts in their yards and bragging about it all over Facebook. While I am forced to go begging for TP from the one place in town that is selling it, aka a restaurant. Link to Facebook post. Ask if you can join the TP hunt. Solid advice. Most crafts on the internet. 5-minute crafts intensifies. Abuse your position power. People who want power are generally the people who should least have it. I don't want this job. Hire this man immediately. He's the perfect candidate. That's how the ancient Greeks did it, kind of. Public service was actually seen as an obligation and responsibility. You would be appointed to perform it, and you had to, without seeking or even agreeing to it. Just because my a-hole can stretch to 8 inches and a raccoon can go through a 4-inch hole does not mean I should shove 2 raccoons up my ass. How else am I supposed to get them past airport security? You gotta put them way up there, Morty. Cheating. Relationships or just in general? Mainly directed towards relationships. I suppose. Oh good, because I'm a cheating nightmare when I play Monopoly. Haha. Love this response. This is kind of thing you need to remind Jake Paul every 5 seconds. No. Don't film corpses. Bad. Bad. Sit. Bad human. Very bad human. Now repeat after me. I will not be an a-hole. I will not do stupid SHT. I will not be a stupid SHT. Now are you going to behave, or will I have to take away your ad revenue again? Not trying to defend them. But it was his brother Logan who filmed the body. And if you didn't know he had brother, yes there are 2. Really though, a lot of bigger YouTubers could fit this, unfortunately. Personal anecdote. I was with friends and we were just hanging around having pizza. I'm challenged to put a bunch of different sauces and toppings on a slice of cheese pizza because I'll eat any weird food when challenged. The gauntlet included sriracha, horseradish, honey mustard, cottage cheese, and whipped cream. I downed it and was sick for the rest of the night. No vomiting, but it was not fun. Never combine sriracha, whipped cream, and horseradish. Just because I usually have an iron stomach does not mean I should eat everything I'm challenged to eat. Commenting on Reddit. Or commenting things like first. No one. Me. First. I mean, there's nothing physically stopping you from eating poop, but why would you? Your taste buds and nose physically stop you from doing it, but a twisted mind does not care. When I was like 2, I was taking a bath and my mom stepped out for a few seconds to answer the phone. She says she came back to me with turds floating around the bathtub. Apparently I was picking them up and eating them as they went by like some sort of floating buffet. So I'm hoping there is an age contingency to this, otherwise I was a twisted little toddler. Never thought I'd read a paragraph containing the words buffet. Have more kids than able to handle, feed, clothe, spend time with, etc. This is so important. You're bringing whole humans into the world, not dolls you can display on a shelf. If you can't feed your baby, then don't have a baby, and don't think maybe, if you can't feed your baby Michael Jackson and God forbid that anyone offer them free birth control. Now you're guilty of population control.